are now listening to The Dot.
What's up, guys? Greg here, and you are tuned into the February 2024 edition of The Dot, the show where we go over all the best new music of the month and feature artists and new songs you may have overlooked in a busy month of new music. This month, we are covering new releases from January 20th all the way up through February 16th. The last Friday of the month will roll over into the next episode as always. So the premonition has come true. Last month we talked about how 2023 was a little bit of a slower year with big releases, right? Those headliner releases. Well, we opened the floodgates here in February. And honestly, we have gotten some albums that have already been released here in 2024 that would have probably been in the conversation for the best albums of the year last year in 2023. The Smile, Tom York's side project, they released a new album. Future Islands, another great album, such a consistent band. The Last Dinner Party, awesome album from them. Idols, Royal Otis, and Goth Babe. I think people are overlooking Goth Babe because we've gotten these massive releases. His album was one of the best that I heard so far this year and will probably hold up. I would be shocked if it did not. Now, on top of that, we had big announcements for new music and new albums. Vampire Weekend, there was whispers about this. They confirmed, they officially announced their new album, Only God Was Above Us, set to come out on April 5th. They did also give us a single and released tour dates for us here in 2024. Beyonce officially announces a new album called Texas Hold'em. Sounds like it's going to be a country album, which is really interesting. That's set to be released on March 29th. Taylor Swift, just when we thought that the talk of Taylor Swift was going to dissipate a little bit, she announces she's releasing a new album this year called Torture Poets Department. She used her platform at the Grammys to do so, and that is coming out on April 19th. We also got a surprise album from Kanye West and Ty Dolla $ign, Vultures 1, a album that came out, was immediately removed from Apple Music, then was removed from Spotify, then was put back up on those streaming services. So in Kanye West fashion, the album's out now, another weird rollout for Kanye. In other big news, TikTok removes all the songs from Universal Music, so that does include Drake, Harry Styles, and the aforementioned Taylor Swift. Grammys happened this month. Honestly, they weren't as bad as they typically are, in my opinion. There are some really cool performances, but at the end of the day, the Grammys are still bullshit. Just look at some of the awards that they gave out. And look, I'm not saying Jay-Z listens to the podcast, but I think he was kind of speaking the truth. So, busy month, big releases, big news. Let's get to some of the artists and some of the music you guys may have overlooked this month. And we're going to start here with the band Mall Girl, who released their second LP called Pure Love for us at the very end of January, on January 26th. And we're going to listen to the single from their album called Emo Shred. And it's a three-piece from Norway. Entire album was great. Really loved this single, and it sounds exactly like the song is named, right? Emo Shred. So before we begin, I'm going to throw it over to Mall Girl to introduce this new song.
Hey, this is Bethany from Mall Girl. Thanks for having me on The Dots. You are going to listen to a song called Emo Shred, which is a song from our second and newest album called Pure Love. 2 years ago, the guitarist in Mall Girl called Iver decided that we wanted to make some new songs in a new direction than we previously had done. And Iver was really into Midwestern emo and intricate guitar thing at the time, and I just really loved singing on top of what he made. So we just met up, and I think in a matter of an hour or something, we recorded what ended up being most of Emo Shred. And I had one take on the song or the demo, and I remember thinking, I need to record new lyrics for the song. And Iver said, no, this is perfect, just go for it. So this is a one take version lyric of the song, which is kind of funny in a way. Just the That was the first thing that popped out of my head. Makes no sense, but I like it. And first we released a demo version, and then we made a band version, which is the one you're gonna hear. So I hope you enjoy. Have a great day. Bye. I just want you. I don't want anything but you. I don't want anything. Sunday, get you on Sunday, got you on Sunday, driving by in a Chevrolet, got you wanna feel right, got you on my mind right, and I'm driving down the beach with all your feelings in my heart. I just want you. I don't want anything but you. I don't want anything but you. Sunday, got you on Sunday, got you on Sunday, driving by in my Chevrolet, got you wanna feel right, got you on my mind right, and I'm driving down the beach with all your feelings in my heart.
That's pretty damn good lyrics for one take, and I think Mall Girl did a great job of capturing that Midwest emo sound that they were going for. Thank you so much to Bethany for calling in. Thank you to Mall Girl for such a great new song and a great new album. Please go check that out. So let's stay overseas and go to Manchester, England, to a 4-piece that is picking up a lot of steam recently called Balancing Act, and they released a single on February 16th called She Plays the Theremin. And if you don't know what a theremin is, I had to look it up, and it actually is an instrument where someone plays it through frequencies. It's very crazy. Definitely look it up if you want your mind blown. But this band is coming off a big year. On Spotify, it says that 2023 brought further success by the way of radio support, with Balancing Act being featured as the next wave on Radio 1's Future Artist. And they had a single featured on both Radio 1's Indie Show and BBC Radio 6. So as you can tell, this band, and it's very well deserved, is starting to become more and more popular. And this is Balancing Act with their new single that came out on February 16th called She Plays the Theremin.
This figure here in front of me wears a dead smile. Patchwork Edwardian dress, yeah, that's her style. She's a proper pied piper with Vivian up to her thighs. She tiptoes and pirouettes all through my mind, and all those boys she knew
Ty, Jackson, George, and David make up a balancing act. Awesome song there. Please keep your eye on that band from Manchester, England. Sounds like they're going to go on to do some pretty great things. So let's go from awesome artist to awesome artist. Shannen James, who released her debut album called Patchwork on February 2nd. Shannen James is from Australia, and we are going to check out the song Get Go with Fergus James. It's really cool. Shannen James on her Instagram right now is breaking down song by song how she came up with it and how she made it. She is at Shannen James Music on Instagram. Mitch Mosk from Atwood Mag did a nice article about this debut album and said, sun-soaked and cinematic, Shannen James' debut album is a beautiful, breathtaking reverie. So we're going to check out the song Get Go right now from Shannen James's debut album, Patchwork. Enjoy.
Stole your father's car, said you would drive. Stranger we've just met, but our hands are tied to the wheel now. I see you flip the tapes, what you trying to disguise. Adjustment of the rear view, fling of the dice. Won't wait, go far, far from here. Know that we were in it from the get-go. Stole my heart, put it in a jar. Hot wire in the car because you said so. Your dad found out, better lay low. Break through the night, nothing left behind. Straight through the gates from the get-go.
Hey, this is Shannen James. Thank you so much for having me on the podcast, The Dot. My new song Get Go, which is off my debut album Patchwork, it came about one afternoon on the floor of my hotel room. Fergus James and I were catching up to write a bit of a song in the session, and as you do, we got chatting about what TV shows or movies we'd been watching, and both of us immediately said, "End of the effing world, how good is it?" So I think we both just loved the dynamics of the characters, James and Alyssa, and kind of how there was so much tension and mystery between them, but you could tell that immediately they were going to be each other's person, like they were the perfect match. And yeah, so we based the song around those two characters and about how you can fall for someone so instantly without even knowing anything about them or their story. And yeah, it just led to a really kind of fun, risky, adventurous lyric. And it was very fun getting to get into the mindset of almost a Bonnie and Clyde on the run. So this one's called Get Go with Fergus James, and I hope you enjoy it.
Screaming loud and slow, no, our heads going wild. We're 100 miles from the edge of town. Let it burn down. I wanna know what you're running from, and I wanna be the one you sent for. Wild shot out here, nothing to fear. Know that we were in it from the get-go. Stole my heart, put it in a jar. Hot wire in the car because you said so. Your dad found
Shannen James with the song Get Go off her debut album that came out on February 2nd called Patchwork. Let's go to an artist who released a single for us at the very end of January. This is Bonze, and he called in to tell us about this new song, Love People.
Hi, this is Bonze, real name Jack Reardon, and thank you for having me on The Dot, and for playing my song Love People. Love People is kind of one of the more moody songs that I've written. I co-wrote it with my mate Fred Clough, and we've written quite a few songs together now. It's about how the human race doesn't really make much sense if we treat, everyone as sort of equals. When, you go home and you hug and kiss your family, and, you might be someone in power and drop bombs on another family. And so it's about my sort of my ambivalence towards that kind of thing, and how, generally culture has kind of gotten itself into this kind of, or Western culture's gotten itself into this kind of weird spot where people are in 9-to-5 jobs, but they don't necessarily love them, and how, nuclear wars kind of never seems too far away, at least in sort of popular media. So this song's kind of just a bit of a, sort of a personal frustration at the macro situation. And it's produced with Fred Clough and Alex Hollingsworth and myself. I hope you enjoy it, and thank you for having me again. This is Love People.
Could I ever get anything better than red hearts on a post whenever? How could you ever get anything better than a 9-to-5 forever? It's too late to leave, but you would if you could. Guess I'll never know why. I guess I'll never know. Guess I'll never know why. Guess I'll never know why. 'Cause I love people, but I don't really like them. But I don't really like them. I don't really like them at all. How could we ever get anything better when everything is on fire? But whatever. Oh, I would go live in a cave if I could. Guess I'll never know why. I guess I'll never know. Guess I'll never know why. Guess I'll never know why. 'Cause I love people, but I don't really like them. I don't really like them at all. I love people.
Bonze there with the song Love People, and that was so cool how the chorus drops into such a heavy song. Didn't really expect that when you hear the beginning. Special thank you to Jack for calling in and giving us background on that single. Hopefully we'll get an album coming out here soon from Bonze. Looks like he is London based, and looks like we can expect an album coming soon. So let's bring it back to the States and go to the artist Danielle Durack, who released her third LP on February 16th called Escape Artist. Danielle Durack was Arizona born. She's Nashville based. I'm happy I came across her this month on her Spotify write-up. It talks a little bit about her sophomore album, and it said her sophomore record, No Place, garnered praise from Pitchwork, NPR, and other outlets for its honest portrayal of a long-term relationship's disillusion. And I totally expect this album, Escape Artist, to get the same type of recognition from the critics. She really did a great job, and we're going to check out the song Ice Caps, Live, Laugh, Love. We're going to listen to the song, and then Danielle Durack is going to come on to tell us a little bit about this track. Enjoy.
$50 in the gas tank, ice caps melting. Let me know when you're ready, and we'll get going. You say you really see me, and I don't really know what you mean, but it sure sounds lovely, and I like when you're looking at me.
Hey there, my name's Danielle Durack. Thanks so much for having me on the dot. You're listening to my song Ice Caps, Live, Laugh, Love, which is about the tragic irony of getting everything you want, only to be immediately paralyzed by the fear of losing it. I think when I wrote this song, I had gotten so accustomed to emotional turbulence in my life that peace started to scare me more than anything. And this song was born from those persistent anxious feelings when things are a little too good. Hope you enjoy.
Up the flight out to see me. Water rising. I'll pick you up in the morning. We'll keep going. You told me you loved me. Nothing's ever been quite this easy. God, it's really something.
Beautiful song there called Ice Caps, Live, Laugh, Love from Danielle Durack. Again, check out that entire album when you get a chance. Okay, let's go to the rapid fire of albums that were released this month. We are going from January 20th all the way through February 16th. Going back to that first Friday we are covering in this episode, January 26th. That week we got albums from Benny the Butcher, Courting, Future Islands, which I talked about at the top, one of my favorite albums of the year. James Arthur, Juno Dream, Quarters of Change, The Smile, another really great album that should hold up as one of the best albums of the year, and Ty Segall. On the first Friday of February, it was a little bit of a slow week, I'm not gonna lie. The notable albums that came out were The Last Dinner Party, again, another one I talked about, and J Mascis. It's really the only two notable ones that came out that week. But then that was followed up with a big week on Friday, February 9th, where we got albums from Brittany Howard. Love Brittany Howard. I feel like she's super underrated. That's the lead singer for the Alabama Shakes. Chelsea Wolfe, Declan McKenna, Ducks Limited Company, one of the better albums of the year. Fivio Foreign, Hidalgo Negro, Little Sims always comes through. Little Sims is one of the best rappers out. Maddie Diaz, Royal Otis with one of the best albums of the year. Shy Girl, Usher. And then on the 10th is when Kanye and Ty Dolla $ign released Vulture 1. And then the last Friday we are covering, the 16th, we got albums from Chromeo. Wasn't crazy about the new Chromeo album. The album cover is really ugly. Idols gave us a really great album. Jennifer Lopez dropped an album. Lauren Jane Grace, Middle Kids, Mother, Serpent with Feet, Tin Liquor, and Yeet. A lot of people like the Yeet album. I've never been a big fan of Yeet. Listened to the album, didn't really get through it. Maybe I'll give it another shot. But those were all the notable releases that came out in the February timeframe for the dot. When this episode is released, it will be after the MGMT album comes out. Really high hopes for that. That's set to release on the 23rd of February. So with all that being said, I hope you guys checked out some of those albums. Really great month of new music. Let's get back to the artist you may have overlooked in this busy month of new music and go to Veronica Vaughn, the duo that released their debut album on February 9th called Deep End. Really interesting listen, super catchy tracks, really likable artist. We're gonna check out the song Dream Girl off of that album. This was one of those albums that was really difficult to pick a favorite, but I did land on Dream Girl. Let's check it out now. Enjoy.
Got a shelf life when you're just a girl. I'm anything you want me to be. Cameras rolling, keep your eyes on me. Tell me how to do it. Tell me how to do it. You've got everything I need. Tell me how to do it. Tell me how to do it. Tell
and catchy sound there from Veronica Vaughn. I said it before, but go check out that new album they just put out. I'm becoming a big fan of theirs and expect more great things. Let's go over to Australia and go to the artist Underlay, who released the EP called Sick Like a Kid on February 2nd. We're going to check out the song Haircut off that EP. No albums yet from Underlay. Maybe this is the year we get the debut album, but really love the EP. And in the Spotify bio, Underlay is also Cody Bruam, and his Spotify bio says multi-instrumentalist Cody Bruam decided it was time to release music after narrowly escaping a house fire in 2020. From those flames saw the birth of Underlay, a project that creator Cody self-proclaims as nervous pop. So we're going to check out the song Haircut here that was just released. Enjoy.
Keep your head straight. Can't afford to keep my taste. Cold snap like a cold dream. Wake me when I can't find my feet. 'Cause it couldn't be me. For the last time, this could be our last line. Maybe we'll fix it in the next haircut. Promise I'll stay fine. I wouldn't leave you like that. Hey, what's cracking? It's Cody from the band Underlay, all the way down here in Melbourne, Australia. Thanks so much for having me on the dot. That's really nice. It's really cool to be heard out there. You'll hear a song called Haircut, which is off my new EP, Sick Like a Kid. This song was basically, I had a lot of health issues back in 2021 that I didn't really take seriously. And then when I finally had to go to the doctor, we found out that, I wasn't doing too well, and it was just about the conversation when I came home and had to explain to my partner and to my friends what was going on. And it was just a bit of a promise that, I'm going to be all good. We're going to sort it. Put this song together with my good friend Campbell from the band Vacations. We pretty much nearly killed each other in the studio getting it together, but I'm really proud of how it turned out. I hope you all enjoy. Lying flat, 'cause I can't get it up. Talk down and talk back, yeah, I'll keep the fun. And all the times you said to me, what is worth won't be worth it in 3 weeks. 'Cause it couldn't be me. So for the last time, this could be our last line. Maybe we'll fix it in the next haircut. Promise I'll stay fine. I wouldn't leave you like that.
How about that nervous pop song there from Underlay? Love that track. Love the EP that he put out. All right, guys, that's going to bring us to the very end of the February 2024 edition of The Dot. Thank you so much for sticking with me. This month, we listened to Mall Girl, Balancing Act, Shannen James and Fergus James, Bonze, Danielle Durack, Veronica Vaughn. We just heard Underlay, and we're going to get played out by the New York-based electro pop artist Elliot Moss. I actually saw one of Elliot Moss's shows here in Philadelphia at Kung Fu Necktie, a smaller venue. Put on a really great show, and he released his LP How I Fell this past month on February 16th, and we are going to check out the song Altitude to play us out. Guys, tours are in full swing. Make sure you go out and support your artists. Go see them live. Go buy their merch. Keep them in business so they can keep making great music for us. And always remember,
it only happens once a month, so you must be on the dot.
Street lights are going out all over town, and I might know why. My feet are picking up off the ground, the way I recognize my hometown flicker red underneath my shoes. All the hide in the world, and I'm sick from the altitude. I'll be floating for the whole damn night. I'll be floating for the whole damn night. Something's in the corner of my eye, but I couldn't turn my head an inch to save my life. They left their cars running right on the road with the keys inside. The same Twilight Zone episode, I've got it memorized. The view from 20,000 feet is looking bleak, and my hometown's black and white like the mountain peaks. And I'll be floating for the whole damn night. I'll be